Welcome to the Soul Work, a weekly show where we look at a strategy, a process, a tool, a technique, or a thought for your spiritual growth. In this episode of the Soul Work, I want to talk to you about making a career decision. And I'm talking about a big career decision, the decision between staying and going. Most often than not, when people are thinking about staying or going, it's because they know that they're here for a bigger reason. They know that they're here and they want to have a contribution in the world in some way. That's what I want to talk to you about today, and we're going to delve into that in just a few moments. Before we do, let me introduce myself. My name is Gina. I'm a spiritual teacher, creator of Soul Quest, and the LGBTQ advocate within the spiritual world. Soul Quest is a 6-month program that works on you. It's all about personal development. And what we do on Soul Quest is we figure out what is holding you back from being the very best that you can be in this lifetime. So we delve into things like your belief system, your conditioning from childhood, judgments that have affected you over your life. We look at fears, we look at anxieties, we look at worries, we look at all of those things that are really stopping you from being who you really are. What we do is we delve into that stuff and we release it. And to do that, I take you through the soul work. The soul work is all about doing the inner work to figure out what's going on and to release what's holding you back. And once you release what's holding you back, what you'll find is you will achieve that bigger thing that you're wanting to achieve. So let me give you a few examples. Most people in their lifetime want to achieve peace, freedom, happiness, joy, love, contentment. It might be more fun, it might be more connection with other people. When you release and you do the inner work, the soul work, what happens is you'll take one step closer to having that state of being more often, and you'll also fulfill your soul purpose. So that's what Soul Quest is. And talking about fulfilling your life purpose, your soul's purpose, I want to take you back to this week's episode. This week's episode, as I said, is all about that career decision and specifically about making a contribution. So you may be at a point in your life where you're at a crossroads. You know you want to make a decision on something. Chances are, if you're in this position, you're a high-performing individual, you're very successful at what you do, people highly respect you. They look at you and they think, wow, you're really great at what you do. You really know what you're doing, you know, and you're exuding leadership in some way. However, inside, you may feel like something is lacking. And when you think that something lacking in your life, you'll be considering some sort of change. You may have lost passion and energy for what you do. And you've recognised that you want to do something that lights you up, that really kind of makes you buzz and makes you want to get up in the morning. But maybe you're not sure what that is. And that's fine, you don't need to know what that is at this stage. The key thing here is about making the decision. Do you stay or do you go? And what you tend to find is when you're wanting to, when you're considering a change, when you're thinking about making a change, the thing that's probably spurring it on, and you may not be aware of this, is that you want to make some sort of contribution. You want to fulfill your soul's purpose. You want to leave a legacy. But the thing is, most often than not, you've been in your career for a long time and you're not sure what to do. You don't know where to go, you don't know who you are, you don't know what you can bring to something else, and you don't really know how to move forwards with it. Maybe you're toying between changing companies. Maybe you're thinking about starting your own business. Potentially you'll be thinking about moving to a warmer climate. Who doesn't? Let's face it. But also, you're probably thinking about following your passion. The thing that really lights you up, this thing that's going to be your big contribution. But for you to do that, you've got to make a decision, a big career decision. You're at a crossroads and you need to figure out, do you stay or do you go? There's a decision to be made, and I'm going to help you to make that decision here today. But before we do that, I want to talk to you about procrastinating. The main reason that people don't make this career decision is because they're procrastinating. And when I think about procrastinating, I know that there's a belief behind you not taking action for this to be the case. For you to procrastinate, there must be a belief behind you not taking action. Or the thing that you're contemplating is too big. So it's either a belief or it's too big. Now, when it comes to beliefs, this is what we do on Soul Quest. We do the soul work. We work through your belief system. And what I found is when you question your beliefs and when you get free of them, that's when you'll realise that there's no reason not to take action, and you'll actually start doing it. Procrastination is the most common manifestation of resistance. And what I've found is that the more important a call to action is to us and our soul, the more resistance you will feel towards going for it. Resistance is fueled by fear. And when you master the fear, that's when you conquer resistance. And you'll have no more procrastination. It's fairly straightforward when you think about it. So, I want you to play with me right now, okay? You've got a decision to make. Let's make it. I have a coin, and I'm going to flip this coin, and this is going to be the decision made. I want you to get in your mind what the two options are. For some people, it'll be, do I stay or do I go? Maybe a bit more complicated than that. So have a think for just a second and get two scenarios in your head. And I'm going to use, for this demonstration, I'm going to use stay or go. So I'm going to flip this coin, okay? And if it lands on heads, that means you stay. And if it lands on tails, it means you go, okay? So get it in your head what it is that you want it to be. Heads or tails. Ready? I'm going to flip this coin. Oh, false flip. Do it again. There we go. Right, got it in my hand, I'm going to put it on the floor. Decision made. You want to know what it is, don't you? Hold on that thought for just a moment. This isn't about the result of the coin. This is about how you felt in that moment when I flipped that coin. How did you feel in that moment? Were you hoping that it would land on heads or tails? Did you feel some sort of anxiety about it going one way or the other? Did you feel like if it landed on one thing and it wasn't the thing that you wanted to land on, then you'd flip again, or you do best of three, or you just ignore it? It's not about the result of the coin. This is about how you felt inside when I flipped that coin. This is the inner work now. So, what's your decision? What was going on inside you in that moment, and therefore what is your decision? You have that decision now. You know what that decision is, based on how you reacted in that moment. Because how you react in that moment, when you follow that, that is for your highest and your best good. That's your gut reaction, that's your instinct kicking in, that's your intuition saying, this is the way to go. It isn't about the coin. But I bet you want to know what that coin says, don't you? Okay, I'll tell you. It landed on tails. Can you see that? Tails. So that means you go. Now check in with yourself. Now I've said go. How's that made you feel? Do you feel any different? And if you do, check in with your intuition and ask yourself what's going on there. What is your decision? You've got your answer, so go and do it. We talked about the beliefs earlier when I was talking about procrastination. Those beliefs that are holding you back, they're going to continue to do so unless you resolve the conflict that they are causing you inside. The inner work, the soul work, is hugely important for every aspect of your life. If you want to achieve that bigger goal of freedom, peace, love, connection, whatever it was for you when I said that list, if you want to achieve that, you've got to clear the decks. You've got to release all the stuff that's holding you back and stopping you from being the real version of yourself. The process is the soul work. I want to chat with you. If you're interested in clearing the decks, releasing what is going on for you, that's holding you back, that's stopping you from being the real version of yourself, but also stopping you from fulfilling your life purpose, which is why you're here in the first place, then let's chat. Schedule a 30-minute call with me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the description box below a calendar link. You can access my calendar on there, and I want to I want you to schedule a 30-minute call with me. And in that 30 minutes, what we'll do is we'll dig deep into what's going on for you. We're going to dig really deep with you, and we're going to figure out what's really going on. We're going to uncover what's really going on for you. What are those beliefs? What are those thoughts? What are that conditioning? What is it that's actually stopping you from being this person that you want to be, and being that more often? I'll dig deep with you. Schedule that 30 minutes with me. I'll put the link in the box below. Click on that link. Let's chat and let's shift your thinking for good. I'll see you next time on The Soul Work. Bye for now.